Welcome back to the channel Valuable Coins, History Coin Collectors, and History Enthusiasts. Get ready to dive into the fascinating world of U.S. coinage as we explore the 5-cent Jefferson nickels and Washington quarter dollars, each with its own unique story, rarity, and timeless appeal. From the iconic designs to the hidden treasures worth a fortune, these coins represent the rich history and craftsmanship of American minting. Whether you're a passionate numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, this lineup will inspire you to see every coin as a piece of history waiting to be discovered at Top 10 first up. The 1965 Washington quarter dollar, without a mint mark, stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece within American numismatics. It captures the imagination of collectors not only for its historical significance, but also for its role as the beginning of a new era in U.S. coinage. This coin represents a major transition from the silver-based quarters that preceded it, symbolizing the nation's adaptation to changing economic conditions. Its enduring design, combined with its connection to one of the most pivotal shifts in U.S. monetary history, makes it a prized treasure for both casual enthusiasts and seasoned numismatists. Today, the 1965 quarter continues to captivate collectors with its timeless beauty, scarcity, and high grades, and its unmistakable place in the story of American currency. Historically, the 1965 Washington quarter was minted during a crucial turning point in the United States economic landscape. For decades, quarters have been struck in 90% silver, but by the mid-1960s, the rising price of silver forced the U.S. Mint to take dramatic action. In 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed a Coinage Act, authorizing production of clad coins, those made from copper nickel instead of silver. This was the first year that quarters were minted without any silver content, marking the end of an era. The absence of a mint mark on the 1965 quarter reflects another unique historical note. During this period, mint marks were intentionally omitted to discourage coin hoarding as the public transitioned to the new coinage. As a result, every 1965 quarter, regardless of minting location, carries no mint mark, serving as a lasting reminder of this important chapter in U.S. monetary policy. In terms of design, the 1965 Washington quarter proudly features a classic artwork originally crafted by sculptor John Flanagan. On the obverse, it bears a dignified profile of George Washington, facing left, with the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the date 1965 at the bottom. The reverse showcases a bold American eagle with wings spread, perched upon a bundle of arrows, a symbol of national strength, framed by olive branches representing peace. Measuring 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighing 5.67 grams, the coin's copper-nickel composition gives it a slightly different tone compared to its earlier silver counterparts. In high-grade uncirculated conditions, the subtle luster of the clad surface gives it a sharp, eye-catching brilliance that collectors deeply admire. The rarity of the 1965 Washington quarter lies not in low mintage, but rather in condition and special varieties. Over 1.8 billion pieces were produced, yet most entered circulation immediately, suffering wear and loss of detail. Pristine examples, especially those with full, sharp strikes and original mint luster, are far less common. Even more desirable are the rare transitional errors, such as 1965 quarters accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver planchets intended for 1964 issues. These transitional errors are incredibly rare and can command thousands of dollars at auction. Thus, while the standard 1965 quarter is widely available, the hunt for high-grade or error examples makes collecting this coin an exciting and rewarding challenge. When evaluating market value, the 1965 Washington quarter demonstrates a broad range depending on its condition and variety. Circulated examples generally hold nominal face value, but uncirculated or high-grade specimens can fetch between $5 and $25. Certified mint state coins graded MS-65 or higher often sell for $50 to $150, while exceptionally preserved examples with deep luster or sharp details may exceed $300. Transitional silver error coins, however, are in an entirely different category, frequently reaching prices from $3,000 to $7,000 depending on verification and condition. These strong market figures reflect the ongoing collector interest in transitional pieces and the historical appeal of this first-year clad issue. Collectors seeking to add a 1965 quarter to their collection should focus on quality and authenticity above all else. Because this was a high mintage issue, it's crucial to look for examples that display minimal contact marks, crisp details, and original mint brilliance. Purchasing certified coins from reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC ensures authenticity and provides confidence in the coin's grade and market value. For those interested in error coins, verifying metal composition through professional testing or certification is essential, as counterfeit silver examples have occasionally surfaced in the marketplace. Proper storage in airtight holders or capsules will help preserve the coin's surface and prevent discoloration or environmental damage. From a collecting standpoint, the 1965 Washington quarter offers both historical intrigue and affordability. It serves as an accessible entry point for new collectors, while also offering advanced numismatist opportunities to pursue rare varieties and high-grade examples. Many enthusiasts appreciate the coin not only as a collectible, but also as a teaching piece, one that illustrates the evolution of American coinage and the broader economic forces that shape it. Its blend of tradition, change, and artistry makes it an indispensable part of any Washington Quarter Series collection. The coin's role as the first clad Washington quarter gives it a permanent place in American numismatic history. It symbolizes resilience and innovation during a time of economic challenge, and it remains a testament to the U.S. Mint ability to adapt while maintaining the integrity of its classic designs. For many collectors, owning a 1965 quarter is like holding a physical reminder of a national transformation, a moment when America redefined its coinage for a modern age without losing sight of its heritage. Even decades after its release, the 1965 Washington quarter continues to appreciate in historical and collector value. As interest in 20th century American coinage grows, this issue stands out for its significance as a transitional piece, bridging the gap between silver and clad coinage. Its design endures as a patriotic emblem, while its history resonates with those who value tangible connections to the economic and political shifts of the 1960s. Next up, the 1987 D. Washington quarter dollar stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in the realm of American numismatics, capturing the enduring admiration of collectors and historians alike. Minted at the Denver Mint, this coin represents a crucial era in the Washington Quarter Series, serving as a bridge between traditional coinage and the modern minting techniques of the late 20th century. Its appeal lies not only in its clean, sharp design, but also in its reflection of a time when the United States Mint had temporarily suspended production of quarters for general circulation, making the 1987 issues particularly noteworthy. Today, this coin continues to captivate enthusiasts as a prized treasure, a coin that embodies both historical significance and lasting collector appeal. Introduced as part of the long-running Washington Quarter Series, the 1987 D-Coin carries forward a legacy that began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By the mid-1980s, the Washington Quarter had already become one of America's most familiar and respected circulating coins. However, the year 1987 was unique. No quarters were officially released for circulation that year. Instead, all 1987 quarters, including those struck at the Denver Mint bearing the D Mint mark, were produced exclusively for mint sets. This deliberate choice by the U.S. Mint makes the 1987 DA tangible connection to a remarkable moment in modern minting history, representing both scarcity and exclusivity in a series typically known for its abundance. The obverse design of the 1987 D quarter features the timeless portrait of George Washington, created by sculptor John Flanagan. Washington's profile faces left, displaying a dignified yet commanding expression that reflects his revered place in American history. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1987 frame the portrait beautifully. On the reverse, the familiar heraldic eagle spreads its wings beneath the word United States of America, clutching arrows in an olive branch, timeless symbols of strength and peace. The motto E Pluribus Unum and the denomination quarter dollar complete the composition. struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition weighing 5.67 grams and measuring 24.3 millimeters in diameter. The coin's balanced design and bright luster, especially in uncirculated condition, make it a visually striking and collectible specimen. Rarity is a key component of the 1987 D. Washington quarter's allure. Although over 655 million pieces were minted, none were released for public circulation, a fact that sets it apart from nearly every other year in the series. This unique mintage decision ensures that most surviving examples remain in exceptional condition, preserved in U.S. mint sets rather than subject to wear of daily commerce. However, high-grade coins with deeply mirrored surfaces or proof-like qualities are far less common and command a premium among collectors. Furthermore, specimens exhibiting mint errors, such as off-center strikes or die cracks, add another layer of rarity, making the search for truly pristine or unusual examples a rewarding challenge for dedicated numismatists. When evaluating the market value of the 1987 D. Washington quarter, condition plays a crucial role. In typical uncirculated condition, the coin is valued between $3 and $10, reflecting its relative availability from mint sets. However, superb gem examples graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can sell for $75 to $150, with exceptional coins boasting full luster and sharp strikes occasionally reaching over $250 at auction. While not an excessively rare coin in lower grades, its uncirculated-only status and historical context continue to bolster its desirability and maintain steady appreciation within the modern numismatic market. Beyond its market performance, the 1987 D quarter holds cultural and historical importance as part of the final years before the introduction of the state quarters program in 1999. It represents the closing chapter of the classic Washington Eagle reverse design before it was eventually replaced, making it a sentimental favorite for collectors who appreciate the artistry of traditional American coinage. Its production exclusively for collectors also underscores a turning point in mint policy, a recognition of the growing numismatic community and the rising demand for collector-specific coinage during the late 20th century. For collectors seeking to acquire this remarkable coin, attention to grade and authenticity is essential. The best examples are often found within sealed mint sets or certified holders from reputable grading services. When examining loose coins, collectors should prioritize those with strong luster, sharp details in Washington's hair, and the eagle's feathers and minimal contact marks. Storing the coin in a protective holder or capsule will preserve its condition, while avoiding exposure to humidity, and handling will prevent tarnishing or spotting. Joining online forums or coin clubs can provide invaluable insight into the current market and connect collectors with trusted dealers. In terms of collecting strategy, the 1987 D quarter serves as an ideal piece for those building a complete Washington quarter set, particularly one that includes non-circulating issues. Its affordability and connection to a unique moment in minting history make it a perfect choice for both novice and advanced collectors. Many enthusiasts also pair the 1987 D with its counterpart, the 1987 P, to complete the year's uncirculated set, a small but meaningful duo representing a distinct chapter in U.S. coin production. Ultimately, the 1987 D. Washington quarter dollar stands as a perfect blend of history, artistry, and rarity, a coin that bridges tradition with modernity and remains a symbol of American minting excellence. Its story of limited distribution, enduring design, and collector exclusivity ensures that it holds a lasting place in the hearts of numismatists. Whether admired for its gleaming surfaces, its connection to the Washington legacy, or its role as a collectible-only issue, this coin continues to shine as a prized treasure within any serious collection. For coin enthusiasts and investors alike, the 1987 D. Washington quarter offers more than just intrinsic or monetary value. It offers a piece of American history, preserved in brilliant metal form. It stands as a timeless reminder of the artistry and craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, a coin that will continue to captivate enthusiasts for generations to come. Next up, the 1967 Washington quarter dollar stands as one of the most fascinating and historically significant coins in the long-running Washington quarter series, captivating collectors with its unique place in American numismatics. Minted during a pivotal era in U.S. coinage history, this coin has become a prized treasure for enthusiasts who appreciate its historical importance, classic design, and enduring appeal. The 1967 issue, notably struck without a mint mark, has achieved a special status among collectors for representing a transition between the silver and clad coinage eras. Its clean, balanced design and connection to a period of national change make it a must-have piece in any serious quarter-dollar collection. The historical context of the 1967 Washington quarter is particularly rich and intriguing. Following the nationwide coin shortage of the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint suspended the use of mint marks from 1965 through 1967 to discourage hoarding and speculation by collectors. As a result, the 1967 quarter, regardless of where it was minted, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, bears no mint mark. This decision gives the coin a distinctive identity, symbolizing a unique chapter in U.S. minting history when practicality temporarily outweighed tradition. At the time, America was experiencing cultural transformation and economic growth, and the Washington quarter served as a stable, recognizable piece of currency amid those sweeping changes. The design of the 1967 Washington quarter continues to captivate enthusiasts with its timeless artistry. The obverse features John Flanagan's classic portrait of George Washington, originally based on a 1785 bust by Jean-Antoine Hedon. Washington's dignified profile faces left, with the word liberty inscribed above and the motto, "In God We Trust," placed to the left of his chin, reflecting both national pride and artistic refinement. The reverse side displays an intricately detailed heraldic eagle perched upon a bundle of arrows, symbolizing readiness and strength, with olive branches beneath representing peace. Composed of copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core, the coin measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams, making it both durable and visually striking in high-grade condition. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1967 Washington quarter is its rarity and superb condition. While it was minted in the hundreds of millions, most were released for general circulation and suffered extensive wear. As such, finding examples that remain in uncirculated or near-mint condition can be a rewarding challenge for collectors. Special mint sets, SMS, were produced that year in lieu of traditional proof sets, and these coins often display a satin-like finish, sharp details, and exceptional eye appeal. High-quality SMS quarters, especially those with deep cameo contrast or remarkable luster, are particularly coveted by collectors and investors alike. The absence of a mint mark on the 1967 quarter adds another layer of intrigue to its story. Since no distinction exists between Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mint issues, all coins from this year share a uniform identity, emphasizing their historical uniqueness. However, collectors occasionally seek out examples with striking errors or exceptional die characteristics, such as strong strikes, full rims, or double features, that can significantly increase their desirability and market value. In terms of market value, the 1967 Washington quarter offers both accessibility and potential appreciation for collectors. Circulated examples typically hold modest value due to their abundance, but uncirculated and SMS specimens can command much higher prices. In brilliant uncirculated MS-65 or higher condition, these quarters often range between $25 and $75, while high-grade SMS examples with cameo or deep cameo surfaces can reach $150 to $500, depending on certification and overall quality. Coins with unusual toning, sharp definition, or recognized errors can exceed $1,000 at auction, reflecting the growing enthusiasm among serious numismatists for premium examples. For collectors, the 1967 quarter offers an excellent opportunity to own a coin that bridges historical eras. Those interested in building a complete Washington quarter set should prioritize obtaining both a standard circulation strike and an SMS example from this year to fully appreciate its variety and nuance. Purchasing certified coins from reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC ensures authenticity and quality, while storing them in protective holders or climate-controlled cases helps preserve their luster and prevent oxidation. Avoiding unnecessary handling and maintaining careful records of acquisition and provenance can also enhance long-term value. The 1967 Washington Quarter also serves as an educational piece for those exploring mid-20th century U.S. minting practices. It reflects the government's efforts to balance economic pressures, technological advancements, and public demand for coinage during a turbulent yet innovative era. For numismatists, owning this coin is like holding a small piece of that historical moment, a tangible link to years when the U.S. Mint reshaped the future of American coinage. Collectors continue to be drawn to this coin, not only for its historical resonance, but also for its visual charm and symbolic depth. The Washington Quarter design, unchanged for decades, embodies national pride, stability, and enduring artistry. The 1967 issue, in particular, evokes nostalgia and fascination, marking a moment when old traditions gave way to modern production methods, yet the essence of American coin design remains steadfast and dignified. In conclusion, the 1967 Washington Quarter dollar without mint mark is far more than a piece of everyday currency. It is a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and rarity that continues to captivate numismatic enthusiasts around the world. Its connection to a transformative era, coupled with its distinctive features and collectability, makes it a prized treasure for both new and seasoned collectors. Whether admired for its elegant design, sought after for its high-grade SMS brilliance, or treasured as a historical artifact, the 1967 quarter stands as a shining example of the enduring beauty and cultural significance of American coinage. Next up, the 1994 D. Jefferson nickel. That's right, a 5-cent coin. But under the right circumstances, it could be big money. Stay tuned because you'll want to check every nickel in your change tray after this video. Let's begin with the basics. The 1994 D. Jefferson nickel was minted at the Denver Mint. That's the D Mint mark. Its standard strike version is a common coin millions were made. So for most people in 1994, D is just another nickel. But here's the catch. In numismatics, the world of coin collecting, standard doesn't always mean low value. Under certain special conditions, something as humble as a nickel can become a treasure. For the standard 1994 D. Jefferson nickel in circulated condition, sources such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation and NGC Price Guide indicate that a nickel from 1994 in normal circulated condition is worth just around face value, maybe 10 cents to 50 cents. That means if you find one in your pocket, you're not instantly rich. And this is important, but if the coin is uncirculated, has full steps, a term used for the sharply struck steps on Monticello's dome on the reverse side, or even better, shows an error or a rare variety, then the value can spike dramatically. So what are the special conditions? Here are a few of the major ones. Mint state / uncirculated condition. The better the strike, the sharper the details, the higher the value. Full steps, FS on Jefferson nickels. Especially after 2004, the full steps designation has become very popular, but even earlier coins like 1994. D can have this quality and collectors pay more. For example, one listing shows a 1994 DMS 65FS. That's mint state grade 65 with full steps, selling for about $44.95. Errors / varieties. A coin might have a repunched mint mark, RPM, double die, or other striking anomaly that makes it rare. One listing mentions a 1994 D. Jefferson nickel RPM error on eBay. Certified grade and holder. Coins graded by PCS or NGC in high grade get premium prices. The higher the grade, MS67, MS68, etc., the more dramatic the premium can be. Rarity and collector demand. Even for a common date coin, if very few examples in top grade exist, the value jumps. Now we get to the heart of your question. Can a 1994 D nickel make you rich overnight? The quick answer, yes, under the right conditions, but don't count on it just because you have any old 1994 D sitting around. Here's a breakdown. If it's just a typical circulated 1994 D worth around face value, or a few cents, you're not going to see a huge windfall. If it's uncirculated with high grade, especially certified MS65FS or higher, you could see values in the tens or possibly low hundreds of dollars, depending on exact condition and market. If it has a rare error or is an exceptionally high grade MS67 or above and is certified, you could see significantly higher prices. In the coin market, rare error nickels have sold for thousands. But again, you must verify authenticity, grade, provenance. So yes, it's possible that the 1994 D could make you rich, but you need very special circumstances, and rich in coin collecting might mean a few hundred or a few thousand, not necessarily millions. Be realistic. If you think you might have a valuable 1994 D, here's what to do. Still shiny? Are details sharp? For example, on Monticello steps on the reverse, and the lettering/designer's initials? Designation. Compare pictures of known full steps versus not full steps. Loop. Check the mint mark D for repunching, doubling. Check date. Check strike anomalies. Have a gem quality coin. Sending it to PCGS or NGC for grading and encapsulation will significantly increase both value and marketability. Market shifts what sold last year may differ from now. Use trusted sources like PCGS auction prices or NGC registry. True, some coins are misattributed, errors, or overgraded. Always leverage peer review, third-party certification, and trusted marketplaces. In summary, the 1994 D Jefferson nickel is ordinarily a common coin, and in most hands will remain that way. But if you happen to own one that's in pristine condition with full steps or an unusual error/variety, you could be holding something of significantly higher value. The promise of get rich overnight is real, but only in the rarest of circumstances. Always do your homework, and if you suspect a high-value coin, get it certified and listed properly. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to your channel name. Let us know in the comments if you have a 1994 D, or if you found any other surprising coin in your change. Who knows, your next treasure might be a nickel. See you next time. Next up, the 1998 P Jefferson nickel. You might think this is just an ordinary 5-cent coin, but some rare varieties and high-grade examples from this year have shocked collectors with their astonishing market value. In fact, a single coin from this year could turn your pocket change into serious cash, possibly even make you rich overnight. The Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1938. It replaced the Buffalo nickel, bringing a more modern and presidential design to the 5-cent piece. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his iconic home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1998, the Jefferson nickel had already been in circulation for 6 decades, and the Philadelphia Mint was producing millions of them each year. But as history often proves, even among millions, a few extraordinary coins can rise in value far beyond their face value. The P Mint mark on the 1998 Jefferson nickel indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While this mint produced well over 600 million nickels that year, not all of them were created equal. Subtle variations, errors, and condition differences have made some of these coins extremely desirable among collectors. The 1998 P nickel, when found in exceptional condition or with specific striking errors, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's numismatic market. At first glance, a 1998 P Jefferson nickel looks no different from the rest, a familiar portrait of Jefferson, smooth nickel surface, and the Monticello building on the back. But what separates a valuable 1998 P nickel from a regular one is often invisible to the casual observer. Minute details like die cracks, doubling on the lettering, full steps on Monticello, or an exceptionally high-grade surface can transform a pocket change coin into a collector's jackpot. The secret to big money. One of the key indicators of a rare and valuable Jefferson nickel is the full steps designation. This term refers to the staircase leading up to Monticello on the reverse of the coin. A perfectly struck nickel will show all 6 steps in sharp detail, free from wear or striking flaws. The 1998 P Jefferson nickel with full steps is incredibly rare because most coins from that year were struck with worn dies or handled roughly during production. Collectors pay top dollar for full steps examples, with some graded by PCGS or NGC reaching values exceeding $1,000 to $3,000 at auction. Beyond the full steps variety, minting errors from 1998 have caused a stir among numismatists. Some of the most valuable include double die obverse, off-center strikes, die cracks, and clash dies. Each error type adds uniqueness to the coin, increasing both its rarity and value. For example, a 1998 P. Jefferson nickel with a dramatic off-center strike or a bold double die can sell for several $100s, depending on its visibility and preservation. The $1 million difference. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A 1998 P. Jefferson nickel in circulated condition might fetch only a few cents, but one graded MS67 or higher by a professional grading service can command extraordinary prices. Coins with pristine surfaces, sharp details, and full luster are the ones that auction houses and private collectors chase. A single grade difference, say, from MS66 to MS67 can literally double or triple the coin's value overnight. And auction highlights. One of the most stunning examples of this coin's potential came from auctions where rare 1998 P. Jefferson nickels in top condition fetched thousands of dollars. In recent years, collectors have paid premium prices for high-grade specimens certified with full steps details. For instance, a PCGS-graded MS67FS full steps example once sold for nearly $2,500. These numbers prove that hidden treasures still exist in modern coinage, and that the Jefferson nickel continues to surprise even the most experienced numismatists. Stands out among modern coins. While many nickels from the 1990s are still common, the 1998 P stands out due to its combination of strike quality and scarcity in top condition. The dies used that year often produce weak details, making full steps coins especially elusive. Furthermore, many of these nickels were released into circulation immediately, meaning few were saved in mint condition. That makes each surviving pristine coin a rarity, a small miracle of preservation that commands a high price in today's market. Nickel in your collection. If you want to check whether your 1998 P. Jefferson nickel might be worth a fortune, grab a magnifying glass and look closely. Examine the steps on Monticello for clarity and separation. Check the date and lettering for signs of doubling, and inspect the edges for striking errors or unusual marks. Coins with perfect steps, full luster, and no visible wear could be hiding in your change jar and could be worth hundreds or more if graded professionally. Professionally graded. If you suspect your nickel might be valuable, the next step is getting it authenticated and graded by a trusted service, such as a professional coin grading service, PGS, or numismatic guarantee company, NGC. These institutions provide a certified grade and label that can dramatically increase the coin's value and trustworthiness. A certified MS67 or MS68 full steps 1998 P. Jefferson nickel can easily turn an ordinary-looking coin into a life-changing asset. And collector interest. Interest in Jefferson nickels has surged in recent years as more collectors focus on modern-era coins. The 1998 P, due to its rarity in full steps condition and variety of striking errors, has become a major target for both new and experienced collectors. As demand rises and pristine examples become harder to find, prices continue to climb, meaning your nickel could appreciate even further in the future. Everyday change. It's truly incredible to think that a simple nickel, something you might overlook daily, could hold so much potential value. Many collectors have found rare nickels in circulation or inherited collections that turned out to be worth thousands. The 1998 P. Jefferson nickel serves as a powerful reminder that treasure doesn't always sparkle in gold sometimes. It jingles quietly in your pocket. Final thoughts, could you be the next lucky finder? So, the next time you check your spare change, take a closer look. That 1998 P. Jefferson nickel could be your ticket to instant wealth. Whether it's a flawless full-step specimen or a rare mint error, this humble 5-cent coin has proven itself to be a hidden gem in modern American numismatics. Don't underestimate what's in your pocket, because one small coin might just make you rich overnight. Thanks for watching, collectors. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable 1998 P. Jefferson nickel, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin discoveries, and share this video so others can check their change too. Who knows, the next fortune could be hiding in your hands. Would you like me to include a short YouTube title, description, and tag list optimized for search SEO to go with the script? The 1977 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. At first glance, this 5-cent coin looks like any other nickel in your change jar. But don't be fooled. This particular year and type can hold a shocking value in today's collector's market. Some examples of this coin have been sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars, turning everyday pocket change into a small fortune overnight. The 1977 Jefferson nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which at that time did not use a mint mark on its coins. That's why you'll see no P under the date, making it the famous no mint mark nickel. With millions minted, you might wonder, how could one of these be worth so much? The answer lies in the details of condition, strike quality, and rare errors that make certain 1977 nickels stand out from the rest. Let's start with the basics. The 1977 Jefferson nickel is made of a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. On the obverse, we see the classic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag, while the reverse features Jefferson's historic home, Monticello, a design that has been iconic since 1938. Although these coins were mass-produced, the artistry and minor variations in die strikes can turn ordinary nickels into valuable collectibles. In circulation, most 1977 no-mint mark nickels hold just their face value of 5 cents. However, the story changes completely when you find one in uncirculated or mint-state condition. High-grade examples graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC can command massive premiums. A pristine MS-67 or higher nickel from 1977 with a full Monticello step detail, known as full steps, is what every serious collector dreams of finding. Those crisp details dramatically increase the value. The term full steps refers to the sharp clarity of the steps on the Monticello building on the reverse side of the coin. Most circulated coins have worn out or blurred steps due to heavy use and weak strikes. However, if your 1977 nickel shows 5 or 6 complete, unbroken steps, you could be holding a rare and expensive coin. Full steps nickels are often worth hundreds to even thousands of dollars, depending on grade and eye appeal. One of the most remarkable sales recorded for a 1977 Jefferson nickel with full steps was at a major auction where an example graded MS-67FS, full steps, sold for around $1,500 to $2,000 US. That's a huge return for a 5-cent coin. But even coins graded MS-66 or MS-65FS can bring between $200 and $800, depending on demand and overall appearance. So, that nickel sitting in your drawer could be worth more than you think. Apart from the full steps varieties, error coins from 1977 are also highly collectible and valuable. Some examples include off-center strikes, double die obverse, and clip planchets. Each type of minting error tells a story about how the coin was produced, and collectors love those stories. Depending on the rarity of the error, these coins can fetch anywhere from $50 to over $1,000 at auction. What makes the 1977 Jefferson nickel truly exciting is that it's a coin you can still find in everyday circulation. Unlike older coins that are rarely seen outside of collector hands, 1977 nickels are still floating around in pocket change, coin rolls, and old jars. That means you could literally discover a treasure worth thousands without spending more than 5 cents. Collectors and investors often look for nickels with strong strikes, bright luster, and little to no wear. If your 1977 no mint mark nickel looks brand new, consider having it graded professionally. The grading process verifies authenticity and assigns a condition rating that greatly influences market value. Coins sealed in professional holders from PCGS or NGC with a high MS grade are more trusted and therefore sell for more money. Another reason the 1977 Jefferson nickel holds significance is because it represents the last era before major design updates in the series. The later years introduced slight design refinements and different minting techniques. So, the 1977 no-mint mark nickel captures the final charm of the original Jefferson design, giving it additional historical and nostalgic value for numismatists. In today's coin market, Jefferson nickels have been gaining renewed attention from both new collectors and seasoned experts. The The rising prices of full-step varieties and rare mint errors have turned once-overlooked nickels into hot commodities. Many dealers now actively search for 1970s-era nickels because they offer affordable entry points with massive upside potential, especially when you stumble upon a gem-quality 1977. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1977 Jefferson nickel? First, examine it under good lighting check for sharp step details, clear strike, and any unusual markings or doubling. If it looks special, don't spend it. Place it in a protective holder and take it to a coin shop or send it to a professional grading service for evaluation. Even a small detail can make a huge difference in value. In conclusion, the 1977 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is far more than just another 5-cent piece. It's a piece of American history and possibly a hidden jackpot waiting to be discovered. With rare high-grade full steps examples selling for thousands, this coin proves that even modern-era nickels can make you rich overnight. So check your change, open those coin jars, and look closely. Your next lucky find could be a 1977 Jefferson nickel worth big money. Would you like me to craft a YouTube title, thumbnail caption, and description to go with this script? It can help make your video more clickable and SEO optimized.